So this YouTube is focused around overwhelm, information overload, and I will share my experience and some tips on making it okay to step away, how to navigate through the field. Really, there are tips that will help you to not just feel like, whoa, this is all there, it is so much, I can't cope, I'm not educated enough, I don't have enough time, I do want to learn, but this is way too much. So the first thing is to recognize there is a huge amount of information out there right now, but also disinformation and censorship, as we know. So remember that and keep that in mind when you do your research, that these days to find certain things you have to go to another server, to another search engine, or to go to the 5th page on a Google search, for example, where the other stuff comes up. Okay, so people have realized how to manipulate information, not just through TV and the media, but also online, where we do search for a lot of information these days. So it's fascinating times, and it calls for more awareness. It's a bit like you're a toddler and you like walking and running, and now you get to go to the swimming lesson, get to get your little floaties on, and you're gonna notice what it's like to get water in your nose, and how that's okay, and how to shake it off, and how to avoid it, and how to navigate through that water. It's the same thing. We're constantly learning, in my humble opinion, how to navigate through the next part of human evolution and where we want to take it. So when it comes to overwhelm, first of all, realize there's a lot of information, a lot of it is not true. A lot of people talk about things and they claim something to be true and it's really not. So keep that in the back of your head and put a bucket of salt on everything. That people have their agenda, people want to be liked or famous or recognized. And some people really do believe everything they say, and they're just sharing that. And you still need to find a way to detach from that and make your own choice. So the way I do it is I might observe something or learn something, and then I step back and see how I digest it the next day. Oh, that was a bit dramatic and unnecessary. Oh, that was focused on more the problem than the solution. Or yeah, actually, that was interesting because it opens me up to more inspiration. I want to be opened up to more inspiration and solutions and ways to expand. So if it contracts me, I will allow that for a moment because I'm beyond contraction. I can observe a contraction and not be that. Or I can enjoy the contraction and know I will move out of that again. But I will notice it, and I will notice the impact it has on me to shine my light and to contribute to society. And so if I observe that, no, that felt very contracting and disabling, maybe I can't digest it so well right now. Maybe that information isn't for me. Maybe it's not even true. Maybe it's even partial. Maybe I'm interpreting it in a way that wasn't intended. I will step back and notice this might not be for me. I might have eaten a meal that wasn't so good for my gut. And it's very linked to digesting life, because when we talk in the chakra system about digesting life, we're talking about the lower 3 chakras, the earth being the grounded foundation, sacral flowing water element, but the fire element at the gut is really about how you digest food, and zest for life and passion for life and projecting forward and going beyond your fears, which project in that area as well, to be, seen for what they are, which is usually nothing in the end. Fears are here to be conquered. Fears are here to be seen for what they are, and then they're fine. Like walking into a dark room and turning on the torch, most things that seem scary and old primal survival mode ideas are absolutely nothing. Could be the cutest thing on earth. So I check in how that makes me feel, or maybe how it makes me feel over the days, and then see what that information is useful for. I know who I want to be and how, and what I like about myself, and what I feel is my essence, which is love, kindness, inspiration, playfulness, helping others, finding solutions, unveiling things and seeing incredible things, because I know there is incredible things that we're not even seeing. So I have that, and that brings me to what I really want to share, which is that set an intent. You've got a field of information. What do you really want? If you actually sit down and write down, what do I want? This will help you to attract and navigate through the information. So if you want to just have information to be informed without getting too emotional, if you set that as an intent, you will attract that and you'll know what to switch off and on. You can literally navigate through the catalog of information these days. Beautiful. If you want to feel inspired and actually go beyond what's going on the planet, then write that down and you will attract and look for those kinds of educators, people, vibrational matches of information for yourself. This is where knowing what you want makes a key difference, not just plunging in there, opening things up and going, I've just opened Pandora's box and this was really traumatic. We need to become self-reliable. This is part of our evolution or evolvement into being sovereign. You know, choosing what goes into our body, choosing what news we watch, choosing what relationships we have, choosing how we want to, you know, wake up in the morning. And we can. That's the beauty of it. Choice is here. And this is what I also sit here for and stand for. Remember, actually, hang on a second, there is a choice here. Which one am I making? Am I making the choice of going, I'm overwhelmed and oh my God, information is depressing and I'll just be depressed? Or making the thing that I can choose and I can switch things off and I will give myself only 30 minutes on this platform. That's your choice. That's your decision. You can't say, I just got carried away and I ended up watching 6 weeks, not 6 weeks, goodness. Well, we do collectively, of course, 6 hours of really amazing and also depressing things. And now I'm exhausted and I didn't eat and I didn't make a healthy dinner and I feel awful. It is a choice and learn from it if you've done it. And write down, okay, I've experienced that. This doesn't work for me. So I'm going to navigate differently. A good way to do this is actually to start with a small meditation, which I teach a lot in my channel, and I will continue to teach short, immediate, and long-term or longer lasting meditation. So right now, if you're sitting there and you thought, okay, I need to know what's going on, I'm a bit behind, what's happening in the world, what are my decisions around all these choices, these medical choices I have, you know what I'm talking about, because that's all getting censored, so I'm not even going to mention it right this moment. Come into the belly breath, right? You want to come into your truth because only you know what's right for you. So breathe in through the nose, let your belly expand. Slow it down as much as you can. Exhale. Breathe out stress, breathe out negativity, breathe out heaviness, breathe out limitation. Breathe in through the nose, let the belly expand. Breathe in a sense of connection with yourself, freedom. Slow down to this moment and breathe out whatever happened during the day. Just let it go. It's already happened, right? Be here. Let yourself crystallize into this moment. And again, breathe in. Let the shoulders drop. Let your face relax. Release your jaw so you're not compromising your vagal tone. Relax. You may focus at the brow point, activating your intuitive awareness. Working with your pituitary and pineal gland activation. I'll talk about all that, and I have in the past as well. So then, information overload looks very different. You're going to start slowing down the mind, and you will start to feel this actually okay to be here right now. Because it is. This is the moment. And in this moment, you are fine. And in this moment, if you don't believe any of these beliefs floating around, this is an amazing moment. So let yourself feel that. Sorry. And just be present that this moment is perfect. Set an intent of what you want to do, what's really important, your priority in life right now. And allow yourself to remember that you get to choose. It is your life. And to trust your wisdom. And then when you go out there and look at information, what is it that you really need? What is it that will make you feel amazing? Because when you are of amazing energy or uplifted, you will naturally help others. Your DNA expression will be a better one. Your immune system will be strong. Your mental clarity will be stronger. You will be more in the now, and you will begin to start to honor your true essence. on the deepest level. And you will see what suits you out there or not, which information isn't working for you. You can always put it somewhere. I email myself things for later. And if later comes, I'll watch that. And if not, or I'll read that. And if not, then divine timing. So with information overload, it's also about trust. I do this a lot. And I always did this when I used to go into Cosmic Pages in Adelaide. I used to walk into this huge bookshop. Many of them actually, but that one was particularly big. And I went, my intuition will guide me, and I strolled around and I picked books, and I trusted that. You open a page to a book, you trust that. So also trust with the information you tap into. Give yourself a time limit so you're not lopsided, because remember, life is like yoga. It's like a balance, a constant balance in everything we do. Let yourself digest it, discuss it with someone, drop it, go deeper, and be your own cosmic play. And know that it is perfect for you. And everything is a learning, a teaching, a message to either yay or nay, or more or less. So it's that element of trust that really helps. Now, the ego isn't into trust. The ego is more into control and why and how and more and less. So when you surrender back into trust, for me, it's about noticing how amazingly my body works. The rainbow, the beautiful birds with their divine intricate details, their feathers, the carpet with its detail, the picture, the lotus flower in the park, the autumn leaf dropping from the plant that is ready to go into autumn and winter, the face of a puppy, the smile and laughter of a baby, the way your body is digesting and moving trillions of cells right now. What are we resisting? Tune into that, and you're going to feel, you're going to attract that kind of information that inspires, connects you with reality, which is actually super, super powerful, super intelligent. And have fun with it. Play, laugh. Don't take yourself too seriously. That's how you open to infinite potential, and that is really fun. So I hope that helped a bit. It helps me to be at ease with whatever happens in each moment, which includes information overload or the information war going on outside there, where there's censoring and misinformation, and really becoming fully comfortable in whatever happens and unfolds. Enjoy this moment and let me know what you think. Ciao.